Greetings, one and all. Lord have mercy. It's warm here in London, kind of as warm as it ever gets. I'm talking over a period of many years. So, no complaints, but I might be using have to mop my brow every now and then. I've got all the windows open, so it could be a noisy video. Birds are fine. Neighbours' music, it's okay at the moment. All sorts of stuff. Anyway, I don't think that will really interfere with what I'm going to do here, because somebody said to me on the comments, he said KMS 105 versus Shure Beta 58. I don't have a Beta 58. '58A, he's asking about. I don't have the Beta 58A. I got the 58. Here's what Shure says. I have to say, Shure's website, I'm very impressed with some of their history and some of their older mics and the differences and the explanations. I wish maybe they do now, I don't know, but when I look for biodynamic for things like that, their older stuff, they didn't seem to be able to find it, so we have to go to other people. Recording Hacks is a very good website. I've got the images from there. I hope they don't mind, so thanks for that. recordinghacks.com. Yeah, but the Shure website I thought was very good. It's like a pride in their stuff they've done, and very easy to read, so I'm very impressed with that. Anyway, the gist of it is, from the BT8, the 58A has a completely new cartridge meant to mimic the old. Okay. In terms of polar pattern, output level, and frequency response. It does sound slightly different, they say. They removed the humbucking coil and replaced the output with an output transformer. So the one I've got, I'm thinking, is going to be near enough for the gentleman to get some idea. It costs £140 at Anderton's in the UK. The Neumann KMS 105, which La Mascara, we've seen before. It's supercardioid. So is the 58A. 58, which I've got. Beta 58, get it right. It says it's foam-free, which we know. Transparent, studio quality. 12 kilohertz. Lift. And if you saw my Neumann Sisters video, you know that this one, I brought this one set it up as well, because I thought what he's talking about, probably this one is going to be a nearer comparison, which is the 104 Plus, which says it has enhanced bass, cardioid, the other two are hyper or super, excellent pop protection, it says, and studio quality. So the two condensed ones claim to be studio quality, whatever that may mean, but they're they're great mics. So the Shure, of course, is a dynamic. So it's KMS 105, £500, 104 Plus, £530, all at Anderton's. The Shure, 140. So I like the idea of this video. I thought, let's say you wanted to move up from a mid-range dynamic. Is it worth that jump? Considerable jump, isn't it? Is it worth it? So we'll have a look and a listen. We're going to put the frequency plots from Recording Hacks, thank you very much once again, online. Let's see what we can glean from looking at that. All lined up there. Looking at the Shure Beta, well, flat for a tiny bit in the middle, 2 humps up the top there, 5 dB, should be noticeable. Various proximity traces, which I like, and you can see it starts pretty high. Looks like it goes pretty low. Now I need down to about 50, 20, 30, 40, 50, and that's where it's down. Yeah. 2 of the traces, the natural trace and the proximity trace, is down at 50, but the other 2 are slightly above. So we'll see. Looking at the 104 Plus, I was a little bit surprised actually. I could see that broad sweep at the top there. Broad lift. Around 10. Considerable proximity. Again, reasonably high, but it's even with the proximity, it seems to say it's just crossing the 0 line at around about 40. I don't hear that. We'll see. Maybe you will. KMS. That's the 104 Plus, I do beg your pardon. So that's one that's got a bit of a bass response. Look at the 105, they're a little bit similar really. Oh yeah, of course. I wondered when I set up about 10 Hz at the push, because it's a 105 that's got it at 12, which we can see, and a narrower, more focused push at the top there, commendably flat all the way through. Gentle slope which starts and peaks around just under 100 Hz, which is why it probably makes me a bit boxy, but it's fairly similar to the 104 Plus, really. Well, the 104 Plus has got more going on, hasn't it? And if you look at the unbroken line, you can see that the 105 naturally rolls off noticeably higher than the 104 Plus, and so does the Beta 58. So I think that's enough of that. We'll just have to have a little listen, I think. Look at them physically, these two the same, obviously. Sure. Much the same size, and I'm at a little bit of a loss to see if any one of them is heavier than the other. Maybe the Shure the tiniest bit, but really. Incidentally, when I was plugging them in, I noticed very good fit with all these. I've got 3 different connectors here. I think they're all German. But the connections in each microphone, I don't know, I just don't like it rattling around and wobbling. It's good. Build quality fine on all of them, as you know. So, I guess the thing to do is plug them in and see what they sound like. Move straight on then to the Beta 58. Now I'm on the Beta 58. Now I'm on the Beta 58. I noticed that. And the I noticed that. Now I'm on the Beta Now I'm on the Beta 58. A bit closer. Now I'm on the Beta 58. You can hear some of the low end come in there. Now I'm on the Beta 58. Now I'm on the Beta 58 coming right up. Now I'm on the Beta 58. Now I'm on the Beta 58. Yeah. Pleasant enough. Back on the Earthworks Ethos. Now I'm back on the Earthworks Ethos, getting closer. On the Earthworks Ethos, getting closer. On the Earthworks Ethos, getting closer. On the Earthworks Ethos. Back on the Beta 58 Beta. Very sharp up there for me, for my voice. Move across. Now I'm on the Neumann KMS 104 Plus. Now I'm on the Neumann. So notice at the top there, that's a lot smoother. It's not so ragged, distorted possibly even. Now I'm on the Neumann K. Very smooth. It sounds smooth compared to the Shure. And I noticed there, compared to the Shure, 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 Shure. Can you hear? Fills in nicely on the Neumann. Got more of that going on. Many of you don't go that low. So make of that what you will. I'm going to do something else later probably. Okay. This is the Neumann KMS 104. Neumann KMS 104. Moving to the Neumann KMS 105. This is a Neumann KMS. This is a Neumann KMS 105. But sweet. I'm glad that what I said years ago is still, yeah, it's accentuated there, isn't it? But it's kind of nice. Getting into there, getting there on the Neumann 10. So that lift, which I've said many times on my voice, gives me a bit too, excuse me, as I've said many times on my voice, gives me a bit, can you hear it kind of boxing in a bit? Neumann KMS 105, it gets a little bit, it gets a bit boxy for me if I want some bass. So the real bass isn't really there now, and it's overshadowed by a bit of back on the Earthworks. Back on the Earthworks. Yeah. So that's pushed at the top. Whew. Just check this out. I don't really have reviewed these, so I'm not going to spend long there. This is meant to be super cardio, is it? Yes. So you can hear there's a rejection, and there you can hear a little bit of leakage. Do the pops, do everything together. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? I've said this, and I had a discussion with Earthworks about some of their mics that they were developing. They asked me what I thought, and I thought, this is pretty good. when it comes to that. But of course it doesn't go low, so you're not going to hear boof, 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 because the mic doesn't go there. But nonetheless, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? Being deliberately clumsy. Let's come back through. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled... Good on the pops, but I'm hearing already that when I do the who, I think it's going to be noisy. Who, 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 who. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who, 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 who. You can almost hear the air through the foam. Having said that, you've got to have something. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Good, that's a sure. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Doesn't go low, low, remember still. Peter Piper. Who, 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 who. So again with foam, you've got to have something. The Neumann. 105. Hats off. Try on this one with monster foam. Meant for podcasting and people who probably aren't so experienced perhaps with using mics or can't be, they're so busy that they can't, just got to stop the pops, haven't you? So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who, 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 who. They've done well, haven't they? Let's go back to this one. Sorry about this, going off topic a bit here. Who, who. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? Very good. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Who. What did I get to? This one's meant to be cardioid, isn't it? Going round to the side, going round to the side, going round to... So there, yes, you hear the rejection compared to, but a little bit more perhaps at the side, and rejection at the back there, being cardioid. This one, I believe, as soon as I pick it up, hypercardioid. Let me bring it round, bring it round. Good rejection there. And there you get that lobe again. Bring it back round to the side. Good tight rejection there. Wow, that's good. Very good, very good. Bring it round to the side, bring it round to the side, bring it round to the side. And all three of those are just fairly consistent and smooth in the tone as I move. So if you move off axis, it doesn't suddenly change its tone. Suppose I ought to do this. This is a beta 58 from a distance, beta 58 coming closer. You can hear there, can't you? Beta 58 coming closer, beta there you can hear, well, you can hear all the way, every increment, but you know what I'm saying. Beta 58 coming closer, beta, still all that, beta 58 coming closer, beta 58 coming closer. That's a good balance there. Still got that, can't do anything about that, but you could tame it. I don't think I'm going to. Beta, go on forever. Beta 58 coming closer, there. Beta 58 coming closer, beta 58 coming closer. Just a little bit too something unnatural I find about the whole thing. Beta 50, that's a very much a 58 thing, I think, and I'm sure SM7B, I've heard it on other people's voices, so the SM7B has nowhere near as much at the top, but there's kind of a plasticky kind of thing there. Bring it closer still, bring it closer still, bring it closer still, and it kind of gets a bit muddy when I do that. There's a Neumann from a distance. There's a Neumann, very even sounding, even there. I'm thinking, wait till I hear back on headphones because I can hear my voice a bit through the room as well. And through my bone conduction, of course. Coming closer there, yeah, notice that, very smooth. Coming closer, very, very gentle. Coming closer, starting to feel now that's a balance that some people might like. Coming closer, starting to get a sense of intimacy, even though not really that much proximity, but something sounds intimate. It's very smooth, isn't it, with all that? And there isn't the plasticky, coming closer there, starting to get a bit of weight, coming closer still now, we're really getting a sense of the proximity, coming closer, still not overly woofy, really, despite the how close it is and the proximity kicking in, coming closer now, even there, the bit of boom, yes, a bit of boom, but not too bad really. 105, starting to have a difference there. 105, starting to hear the intimacy, though not really the bass kicking in yet. There, a bit of the warmth coming in. There as well, bringing it closer. 105 coming closer, starting to sound intimate now. 105 coming closer. 105 coming closer. 105 coming right up. Still not the weight, of course, because we know it doesn't really go that low. Coming closer still. A little bit boxy up there from me. Coming closer still. Coming closer still. Yeah, sounding good. Sounding good. Coming right up to my lips, and there we get the which is quite high in my voice, if you can hear that. May well suit you. I'm going to use this one in the masterclass, actually. I was going to use AKG, but I thought, let me use this because I think people will be more interested in this and you can actually buy it. So there we go. Bringing that one in close. There. Here I am on the Ethos, a long way off. You can hear the room, of course, a lot as well. Coming closer. Excuse me just a second while I sort myself out. Coming closer, coming closer, coming closer on the Ethos, coming closer. Yes, you can hear very smooth. Coming closer, coming closer. Each little, I won't call it an increment because they're not increments, are they? There's a better word for it. But at every movement you can hear coming close. Well, that is an increment. Yeah, coming closer, coming closer, coming closer, coming closer. Yes, starting to get a feel now that I'm close to the thing. Sounding very nice around there, I feel. It's got a little bit more weight coming in. Coming closer still, very gentle, coming closer still. Now it just feels like I'm nearer, probably because it's got louder, but yes, you can hear. Yeah, coming closer. I'm going to go back to that in a second. Coming closer now, coming closer. Now we're really going to get some proximity, coming closer, but it still, to me, sounding is holding up well in terms of not booming. I can get closer still. I got a little trick. You maybe know it. Because not many people want to do that, but every now and then I do. So I sneak round the side with the capsule being about there. And if I sneak round the side and come closer, 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 I can get a bit more if I want, if you're doing voiceover things or funny things, or if you take this off and use a separate... it's not about this. That I was going to do, see if I'm about this plasticky thing. Let's see. Sorry, but it's not very nice, noisy, I beg your pardon, but that's the Ethos. Can you hear it? It's just much more natural. There's something about the capsules, maybe it's a diaphragm they use. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't use this. Why not? Same diaphragm in SM58, blah, 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 the actual diaphragm material, not necessarily the core and all the rest of it. And the SMB7, I hear it on the internet. So everybody has a little bit of that going on. You might like that. I'm going to do the hiss test because I noticed something earlier. Do it on this first. So if I just sweep through, see if I find a particular... Anyway, let's just try the sweep. Oh, almost painful on the 58. Let me just get myself a bit more organised, shall I? And quickly through, because hearing doesn't remember, I find. I'm going to do it without damaging everything. KMS, 105, 104 plus, Beta 58, Ethos in that order. That one's beautifully natural, isn't it? Ragged, but maybe you like ragged. This one's got the boost, more boost at the top than this one, but I think I hear the foam. Could be wrong, but I think so. I think I hear what the foam does, which is just blending, spreading everything out a little bit. So if you'll bear with me. 104 plus. Am I wrong? Or can you just hear the detail a bit more? In this one. Who cares? Nobody very much. Right. I'm more or less done. What else can I say? Let me check my thing, because I'm only not going to do this again. That's my excuse. Hiss and hum. Price, voice, style, suitability. No. Pretty much there. So I'm going to do some... Make use of my desk now. It's got them reverb thing on there and just go between them. Let me get myself set up so I don't embarrass myself and bore you. I'm probably going to bore you anyway. But let me just see what we got. Excuse me. Oh, I've got some beer in the fridge. But not until the work's done. I'll go there. One 104 coming up. Superb. There you go. Well, not for me to say. I hope that's done something for you. Enjoy the weather, whatever the weather is. Adios.